getting started.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolfe.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see, yes, the people never happy. It's never enough.
David with It's Family Episode Breakdown today.
I cannot believe you did
Welcome to our playthrough of Not Broadcast.
Are you saying that advanced
Did
cured death?
Jog off!
Let's begin. I hope everyone's doing well today.
Are you scared of a long, painful decline in your final years? Of being trapped in your own body as it slowly wastes? Or losing your grip on reality? Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Now you...
Boozman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge. Some of your controls might be a bit, dangerous. Now, I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions. Boozman out.
If you're staying, you'll pass on painlessly, surrounded by those you love, in comfort and luxury. Isn't that what we all deserve at the end of a life well lived?
Your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great
Our
time to be
expert
alive.
legal team will help you make all those difficult arrangements, and our aftercare team will help your dependents
Am I
through
here?
the grieving
Here with
process,
Mr. Clement
ensuring your final wishes are carried out efficiently and compassionately,
You see,
all
10 seconds, everybody.
absolutely
No, mine's
free.
fine.
have you had a little accident?
Your head service,
5, 4,
your team.
3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National
We're delighted to be We're delighted to be here.
Firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
No, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
There are still some people it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
Whinges, whinges mostly.
People who yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
As my old mum used to say, there is how to be. So just don't know
We're
how
working
to
hard
be.
to reach these people. We're working hard to reach these people. Find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open. But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts projects.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office brief does that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question.
Usually how it works. Okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
I mean, what scares? I mean, really scares.
It's death.
Ah, oh.
It's death about it.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human. We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Are you saying that advance have cured death?
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less
painful, and much less painful, and much less expensive. Which is me closer? When I was 13, from school, my mum came and got me from school. We had to go to the hospital. Collapsed that morning. So we'd all collapsed that morning. So we'd all to say our goodbyes. We were all frail. I went in to see him. We were all frail. I was scared because I'd only seen him. I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fiddling. And he said to me, "It's the right time. It's the right time. Want to be a burden to the people. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love." Nope, 3 days later, we were back home. Nope, 3 days later, we were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode. So he'd just take right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half time. It was awful. It was awful. And this is awful for us. And this is awful for him. It were awful for him. It was destroying me, man. I could see it was destroying me, man. Watching him slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn off at night, but she's breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't. It were a crime. She wouldn't. It were a crime. She didn't want to lose the children, and she didn't want to lose the children.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal and emotional, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they
choice is important. And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who feel they run their course. The people who feel they run their course. Or their families. Don't want to burden themselves or their families. With a humiliating decline. Humiliating decline. Into an
microphone back and just given me an electric shock.
Are you okay?
Are you still on the air, Peter?
Yes.
Still on the air, Peter?
Yes. Sorry. My apologies.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open?
Sorry, I've got sacked again. Sorry, I've got sacked again. Can I get a little bit of help here? Please.
That the older generation might feel somewhat.
That one was massive. Right, no, that one was massive. Right, no.
Sorry. That the older generation might feel somewhat
coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and spas and gardens.
With a rusty
Go get yourself sorted out. Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. To tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office.
We're only getting started. We're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Yes, that's all we have time for tonight. That's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the sports final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night. If you can.
Good job, everybody.
So they just...
It seems so.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's for my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I saw the leak.
okay? Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen. Just look at it. That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it, now. Look left, Alex, out the window. See? They're all over it, little bastards. You're going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold down the big button until it's fully charged. Then release it to zap the little fuckers. Excellent, Alex. We're broadcasting again. They must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a tap on the button to clear one. Look, there's a lone one climbing now. Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again. Great. That seems to be the last of them. For now. Right. We're about a minute out. Get the adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my pet idiot. And Alex, keep your ears open. You'll hear them climbing up the tower. Don't let them build up.
We'll be going live to the National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight and every night on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's another episode of What's Wrong with This Picture? And tonight, a group of television executives will be trying to work out why there's a pop and balls on the cheek of the Mona Lisa. That's followed at 8 p.m. by a Azores-winning documentary series, The Shape of Them, which tonight looks at the long-forgotten phenomenon we used to call Outside. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie Electric Fever Dream, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch as Helena
Jenny
Canterbury
says your hair
Boshi
looks
and vice
stupid.
versa.
Yes, I can hear
That brings us to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey will be eating his guests in Incisors, and tonight he's got a chubby traffic warden from Stainstable in his crosshairs. Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report, as if that mattered.
4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the
Good
National
evening.
Nightly
I'm
News.
Jeremy Donaldson. Good evening.
And I'm Megan Wolf.
Jeremy Donaldson.
Our main stories. And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories.
It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehug stories woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide. They began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs were so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes. The Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up.
This frightening new development means that even those previously thought to be relatively safe must take care to watch their backs, must take care to watch their backs, and keep their ears open for the soft steps of sinister feet.
Going stir crazy. With no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some
dramatic reports are beginning to emerge. Uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
Limited, many house sharers in particular students are finding solace in co-tenants they previously indulging in an activity that has become known
Old dogs, new tricks. Bad boy celibacy, Johnny Hansleaves. Bad boy celibacy, Johnny Hansleaves. Announced today that he just can't wait until this lockdown's over, so he can start his new career.
It is, of course, up to each of us to choose how we spend this brief spell of collective unconsciousness. By the man himself, but if this photograph sent by the man himself is anything to go by, Johnny seems to be making some interesting decisions with regard to
the lockdown as the rehab I never knew I needed. Hansleaves seems to decide to capitalise on that aggression streak, announcing today that he intends to join the growing underground street fighting association when the lockdown ends. Where he will, and I quote, take
the shape of things to come.
Fiver.
In their own version of lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong and Ingrid Sporting today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellarized imaging equipment.
Many of the Forsborgen Horgans brood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination. With the recent pandemic, Helvetica's Forsborgen the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Helvetica's Forsborgen Wongensford here with a little update from Don biggest ever harvest. This year is going to be our biggest ever harvest, and autumn's just 2 weeks away. That's what we think. There's no real day or night down here, and there's no real day or night down here, and all the fun a long time ago. But If our calculations are right, we think that for you up there, it is 12th of January. Wednesday the 12th of January, or as you call it, possibly Boxing Day for a bit out. Possibly Boxing Day for a bit out. So I hope you get all the presents you asked for left. I hope you get all the presents you asked for left to keep my collection of rocks. I'm hoping to see you in September. Helvetica out. See you in September. Helvetica out.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now. It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But as everyone knows, time moves
goldfish are so
differently
stupid.
Jeremy.
That's
why
right.
goldfish are
And
so
anyone will
stupid.
tell you,
That's
the
right.
deeper the ball. And anyone will tell you, the deeper the ball. There's no denying the logic of that. There's no denying the logic of that.
A worrying turn
Class
today for the
war,
formerly rich.
a worrying turn today for the formerly rich
is ever more punishing.
With the country
measures
becoming
announced.
ever more hostile to the previously wealthy, those who manage to give the country must be very grateful to the country must be very grateful to the people who help them right now.
This program has received reports of rich relatives on the run and released into the stratosphere. Helium and released into the stratosphere. They're above the rest of us. Why not give them a hand above the rest of us? Why not give them a hand in getting there?
Advance speaks out. And Advance speaks out. With the slow struggle proving a test to governments around the world. Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
They asked us to stress that accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening, and that this should be taken as a response to how
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute. We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. How we behave in our home lives is what really behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Filled out that questionnaire, Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
Good evening. Good evening. This is not fair.
Not fair at all. Not fair at all. And now everything's my fault. And you don't want to be my friend. My fault, and you don't want to be my friend.
So much work and drawing. Doing so much work and drawing.
Look, some are even on the fridge. They're that good. Some are even on the fridge. They're that good. You don't care because you all hate me now anyway. You don't care because you all hate me now anyway.
Kaylee said you're all talking about me, and you think
Kaylee said you're all talking about me, and you think my eyes are too small, so you don't want to play anymore. Because I don't care actually, Kaylee, because I don't like you or Kaylee.
Sally answered she
eats out of a bin like a cat. Sally answered she eats out of a bin like a cat. And why do you think I know what to do? And why do you think I know on the telly? I'm hiding under the bed. When I'm not on the telly, I'm hiding under the bed, just like you, hugging my blanket and asking Big Ted for policy advice. Anyway. You all have to go to your rooms now and stay there. You all have to go to your rooms now and stay there. Because all I ever did was be nice to you. Because all I ever did was be nice to you. And now this has happened and you all hate me. And I don't think you deserve my help. And you'll probably all vote wrong next time anyway. And you'll probably all vote wrong next time anyway.
Ridiculous stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be probing heartthrob reporter Patrick Bannon, while I take a deep dive into some controversial opinions.
And then, in our third segment, and presumably because our editor is also working from home, there's going to be a bloody quiz.
And in a moment, Jeremy Grumpelson and I will be asking controversial CEO Sophia Remington
and psychic scientist Dr. Delia Lima will be joining us, presumably to provide a bit of false hope. Too late. I'm certain it happened months ago. Too late. I'm certain it happened months ago. National Nightly News. National Nightly News. First tonight, how do we get here? Where are we going? And most importantly,
joining us from her villa on the island of San Palmerino is CEO and socialite.
Thank you for having me, Megan.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I am loving your hair,
from her crystal heating laboratory and what I assume is a garage in Lower Uppington. Delia Doctor, it says here.
Thank you for inviting us on your show. Thank you for inviting us on your show.
Miss Remington, your joys are rampaging across the developed world. Your joys are rampaging across the developed world. Your company is worth less than my annual salary. And your country's president recently called you a national disgrace. Have you taken your eye off the ball?
You're so cute when you're angry.
Honey, you're so cute when you're angry. The thing with you folks over there is you have an island mentality.
You can't see the bigger picture. So
what is the bigger picture?
Lithium battery is
Our toys have
lithium
been running
batteries.
for upwards of 71 days now, with no signs of them 71 days now, with no signs of them slowing down
Imagine what that means for
whatsoever.
the future. Imagine what that means for the future.
We don't know when the hell this lockdown's going to end. We don't know when the hell this lockdown's going to end. Remington's fist can survive. I don't seriously believe Remington's fist can survive this.
Lithium batteries are going to change. They're going to power on transport. They're going to power on transport systems.
Make technology
portable.
even take us into space.
They might even take us into
How can
space.
you make them with everyone at home? How can you make them with everyone at home?
Don't you worry about that. Thanks to the work of thousands of tiny hands. Thanks to the work of thousands of tiny hands. They're already pouring off the production line. Times are good for Remington's Fist. Times are good for Remington's Fist.
Future. But surely you have no future.
If we might, excuse me, hello, yes, if we might, this is our
multinational economics? What, multinational economics?
Donaldson, to which we are all Donaldson, to which we are all...
Yeah, okay, I'll buy it. Why not? Yeah, okay, I'll buy it. Why not? So, what is your scientific process? What is your scientific process telling about the future of severe Remington, Doctor?
We see her on a balcony. We see her on a balcony. Foreign soil, but not foreign land. An age will pass.
Wasn't it just
fascinating?
Wasn't it just
amazing, Delia? We have to fly you out here to the island. We have to fly you out here to the island. They're gonna love you. They're gonna love you.
All flights are grounded because of your tiny deadly stowaways.
Not all flights, honey. And you, Maggie. The more the merrier. And you, Maggie. The more the merrier.
Miss Remington, you seem completely ignorant of the seriousness of the situation. Ignorant of the seriousness of the situation. Do you take any responsibility at all for the global crisis? It's not a trap.
It's a trap.
Why are you helping her?
She seems fun.
Why are you helping her?
You bet your ass I'm fun. You bet your ass I'm fun.
Please answer my question, Miss Remington. Please answer my question, Miss Remington.
Are lithium batteries the most incredible invention the world has ever seen? Probably yes. In fact, who am I kidding? It is definitely yes. Who am I kidding? It is definitely yes. But will they last forever? One day, all the Mrs. Snugglehugs will just stop. It'll be like a miracle. Just stop. And then we can all go back to the grand tradition of buying products. And then we can all go back to the grand tradition of buying products again. I really don't mind telling you this. It is really hitting our bottom line. We seem to be selling an assload of them. We seem to be selling an
Dr.
assload of
Lywell,
them.
do you have an indication
Dr.
of
Lywell,
when
do you
or how this might end? Of when or
Well,
how
it's
this
not an
might
exact
end?
science.
Not even
It's
a
not an
real one.
exact science.
Not even a real one.
That there will come a day when there will be clouds. There will come a day when there will be clouds, rich and verdant. The birds will sing at dawn. The birds will sing at dawn. That shall be the day when we walk forth.
I find that strangely comforting.
That could literally be any day. That could literally be any day. Clouds, grass, and birds. That's literally every day. That's literally every day.
I'm kind of hoping we can make it to 100 days. I'm kind of hoping we can make it to 100 days. Besides, it sounds good on a
if it lifts now, the children will have to go back to
if it lifts now, the children will have to go back to work.
Let us ask the eminent professors for a hundred then.
No, let's not, eh?
Stay strong and party on. Stay strong and party on.
Dr. Delia Lywell, Sophia Remington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
We'll be reaching out around the country. We'll be reaching out around the country to see what's really happening.
We'll be back. Don't go away. We'll be back.
After fuck up.
I mean, she's fun at a social level.
I wouldn't want to be on
This is Crazy Neil's crazy pre-Christmas, extra exciting, festive Yuletide Easter extravaganza. This is another chapter from Crazy Neil's Wit and Wisdom, and I'm reaching out through the lens of this camera to say, buddy, if you're listening, build a better life for yourself. You want crazy? We got crazy. Crazy deals.
You're not going to believe this,
how I got started in business, and I gotta say,
listen, I'll call you back in the next break and we can talk about how I get me job back. Cheers, Alex. See you, mate.
more of a hunch look, and that wasn't popular. I used to have a ventriloquist act. I cheated, rather, because I trained a dog to talk. You can get down on all fours and yap like a dog for only $22.99 a month. This is a deal with deal appeal. As the astronaut once said to me, I had a mission.
You must know, you're not stupid.
Sometimes you're the alien and sometimes you're the cow.
No, Jenny. You're not backing out on me now.
Hey, dude, get off my wife. They wanted to increase recruitment for nuns. Nuns with buns, nuns with guns, nuns with sons. That one didn't go down so much because apparently they're not supposed to have sons.
Yeah.
Crazy Bob here to make your life a little more enjoyable. Namaste.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Now it's time to take a trip around the country. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact the nation. Joining me are respected academic. Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman and author of Alan James. Thank you for joining me, Alan James.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks,
it's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Megan.
It really is a pleasure. Thanks, Megan. I enjoyed it. It really is a pleasure. I enjoyed our little heated encounter.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping? So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
The lockdown directive was so sudden that, like many people, I haven't been able to get home. I was staying at a hotel after an international policy convention.
Heavy
and we had a particularly you know what economists heavy night out.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill. Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
As you can imagine, I've been here ever since. And as you can imagine, I've been here ever since. But there are certainly people much worse off than me.
My tour has been cancelled indefinitely. My tour has been cancelled indefinitely. And I've had to refund every single ticket, even the cheap seats.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry to hear that.
People are being quite rude about it. People are being quite rude about it. They don't really realise I've already spent it.
The crisis claims yet another victim. The crisis claims yet another victim.
My book, this is just a reminder that my book, Alan James's Reich, is now available in paperback.
Unbelievable. You're unbelievable. You're unbelievable.
Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy? So, Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy? Should we be worried?
Very, Megan. Not to sound dramatic. Unemployment has skyrocketed, and unemployment has skyrocketed, and frankly, it will be a miracle if a lot of businesses can survive this.
Spreading this latest liberal hoax. Spreading this latest liberal hoax. They want us. That's what they want. They want us compliant. They want us compliant inside, and they want us inside.
Can you say that, Alan? Hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys. But did you know 3,000 people die? Did you know 3,000 people die every year from regular toys? That's a lot of people. You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo. You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
He makes an excellent
Don't listen to her, Katie. The press of the enemy of truth. Her, Katie.
She's agreeing with you, Alan. You absolute. She's agreeing with you, Alan. You absolute.
Are you now recanting your statement? Are you now recanting your statement dangerous? That these toys aren't dangerous?
Like normal toys. People are saying they're just like normal toys, and that simply isn't true. Lies. Corrupt media lies.
To Alan's claims, do you respond to Alan's claims that Mrs. Snugglehugs might be dangerous after all?
I guess I'm agreeing with him. I suppose that.
Thank you, Katie.
I guess I'm agreeing with him.
I appreciate your support. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your saying this Mrs. Snugglehug situation will all blow over. But it won't.
Right, exactly. We need decisive action from the government. We need decisive financial from the government to protect our workers. We need huge financial support to protect our workers and our businesses. We need to support the vulnerable.
Exactly right. We need to repent. Exactly right. With all our liberal indulgences like cake and and begin sacrificing our firstborns, and begin sacrificing our first family pet, or to push
Absolutely,
the
Alan.
family pet.
If we can all successfully come together, as a community and perform the ritual, hopefully we will appease the great ancient. Katie, could it be any worse? Katie, could it be any worse?
Luckily, over the past few years under advance, they've invested heavily into health. So the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that the llama laws have unleashed a horde to conceal the enemy within? People to conceal the enemy within?
You just stop.
Global alliance of fish people are amassing an army to kidnap. Amassing an army to kidnap.
That's you. That's what you sound like. That's you. That's what you sound like.
But I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
I don't sound like that.
You do.
Yes, you do. And that's why no one wants to be your friend. And that's why no one wants to be your friend. No, you haven't.
I've got loads of friends.
No, you haven't. Yes, stop lying, Alan. Yes, stop lying, Alan. Oh, good one.
Not lying. You are.
Oh, good one.
Well, I'm telling.
Alan James.
Alan, you know what they say about
Alan James.
Alan, you know what they say about pictures.
Alan, from two of the territories leading minds. From two of the territories leading minds. Any moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an up-to-the-minute report of the status of. Over to you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Over to you, Jeremy.
A reasonable today. Thank you for what I'm sure was a reasonable today. It's really contributed to the national conversation. Someone who's always doing exactly that. Someone who's always doing exactly that. Are you there, Patrick Brannan? Are you there, Patrick?
Yes, hello, I'm here. Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello, I'm here. I'm here live. Apologies for the quality of cameramen today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me.
Right, and can you tell us what it's like out there? Can you tell us what it's like out there?
As you can see behind me, I can. As you can see behind me, it's my question, Jeremy. Just for my question, Jeremy, could there be danger lurking just around? I mean, could there be danger lurking just around? Wanting to end a fledgling career of this young, promising journalist before will he die? Underappreciated by management. Underappreciated by management. Very much underpaid. If you ask me,
I don't think there's any danger of that, Patrick. I don't think there's any danger of that, Patrick. What's that on your jacket there?
I've made what I've done here is made a sponge. What I've done here is made a snuggle-proof jacket, Jeremy. Network didn't bother sending me any PPE. So I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing this sort of resourcefulness would make me an ideal candidate for position for an event like.
From your point of view, Patrick. From your point of view, Patrick. Just outside Harvard Street.
Not safe at all. Not safe at all, Jeremy. Not safe at all. I'd recommend people staying inside and not putting themselves following government advice and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism.
And just where are you, Patrick? And just where are you, Patrick?
In the street. On the street. I'm in the street. On the street.
Which street?
I think I'm struggling to hear you, actually. I think I'm struggling to hear you.
Which street are you on? Which street? Which street are you on?
Which street am I on? I'm just looking for a sign. There it is. Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue? Bannon Avenue?
Yep.
Bannon Avenue.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine.
Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue. Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yep, I'm on Bannon Avenue.
Patrick Bannon. Like Patrick Bannon.
That's strange. That's a weird sign. That is like, that's strange. That's a weird sign.
Where are you really?
I don't know what's going on there.
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon Avenue. Alright, fine, I'm not on Bannon Avenue. Alright, fine, I'm not on Bannon Avenue. I'm at home. I'm in my bathroom technically. I'm in my bathroom technically, but you know, I couldn't face it to be honest. Terrible out there. I don't want to go outside. You know, it's terrible out there. I don't want to go outside. They're everywhere.
We don't expect any less of you, Patrick. We don't expect any less of you, Patrick.
Can you hear that sound? Can you hear that sound?
I can, yes. I can, yes. But it sounds. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like on your door there. A tiny fist tapping on your door there.
Oh fuck, Jeremy! Shit, no! Oh,
perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists. There's a small queue wielding a different gender household implements. Each wielding a different gender household implements. Roving reporters. Bashing the heads of lions roving reporters.
Oh, so you're lying, are you? Okay, fucking listen to me, you bastards! Fucking listen to me, you bastards! If you're out there, you little just snuggle fist off! I'm too talented to die! I'm too talented to die! Oh no! What the f***? No! Okay, it's fine. It's okay. Okay, it's fine.
Don't worry, Patrick. Don't worry, Patrick. Before they break their way in there. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off. What do you see, Patrick? What do you see, Patrick? Thank you, Patrick, for that report. Thank you, Patrick, for that report. Showing the nation just how you belong. Management. Just how you belong. Break, but when we come back, it's time for another break. But when we come back, we'll be happy to take your mind off the world for a little while. And who knows? Maybe even bring you a few smiles. To this. You're damn right. Yeah, I had them delivered. Yes, to Bannon Avenue.
Your children are our future.
Dave here. I'm running to a skinny bag. Although not as bad as yours. It looks like you've got one loose in the studio. Whacking on the head if it gives you any trouble. It's pretty bad here too, mate. They've got on board. Cabinets down. Worse, chefs down and we're out of rum. Not sure I'm going to make it right here. Or dry land. If I had a missus, I'd ask you to tell her that I love her, but to be honest, I've kind trying to please my life away, mate. Still, please not my outdoors,
or abandon them to a life of shame and mockery and eventual death on the streets. So you sent them to fly with us instead. They're probably safe.
No, I'm not.
But I guess
I'm not going to.
you never know what's lurking in the water.
No, you're being child.
The advanced go-getters.
I'm not.
We can't believe you fell for it.
I'm not. 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly. Welcome back to the National Nightly. Well, we know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight. We have something different for you. It's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense. To entertain the public with absolute nonsense. More important people. So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win. And who will National Nightly lose. And who will National Nightly lose. So, how do we play? It's all about playing. Well, it's Tommy Harris. Hello, Tommy Harris.
All right,
Hello,
Johnny.
Tommy.
It's good to see you. All right, Johnny.
And
it's good to
how are
see
you finding the lockdown, Tommy? How are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you
The
mean
enforced
lockdown?
isolation of everyone in the country. I think I
heard
You're
about
in
that.
bed, Tommy.
Yeah.
You're in bed, Tommy.
Yeah.
Of course. That's my fault. So,
of course,
why don't you tell us how the game is played? Why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy. Sausage. I'm going to ask contestants 3 questions around the territory. 3 questions about what else, and those people are going to get a chance. And those people are going to get a chance to win a very special.
And what are they playing for, Tommy? And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please. Jeremy.
Oh.
Jeremy. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. This.
Is that? What is that?
It's my athletic support.
What is
Jeremy.
that?
It's my athletic support, Jeremy. So,
well
I've signed
then,
it.
what a fantastic prize. Well then, what a fantastic prize.
Have we got anybody waiting to win this once in a lifetime prize, Jeremy?
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning this man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy. And can I just say, both of you, I love you.
Well, you've said it now, haven't you? Angie,
Angie, I love you. Tell us about yourself, in a way. Tell us about yourself, Angie.
My name is Angie. My name is Angie. I'm a human woman. My dental hygiene has been
brilliant! Right, well, shall we get this shambles underway? Shall we get this shambles underway?
Absolutely, Johnny. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock.
We haven't got a clock.
So I did ask for a clock.
Why don't you start?
I'll
stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
Here we go. I love it. All right. Here we go. Time starts. Question 1. Now is my birthday. When is my birthday?
At 7:19 of August at 7:19 a.m.
Absolutely correct. Question 2. Correct. Question 2 is my favorite. I said colour. What is my favorite colour? Correct. The colour of my nipples. And correct the colour of my nipples. And finally, Angie dear, what is my star sign?
Outside of the human understanding of the cosmos, of the human understanding of the cosmos.
Unbelievable. That is correct. Unbelievable. That is correct. That is correct.
Wow, that really was tough to watch. Wow, that really was. How did you do, Tommy?
Well, Angie, my love, you question every single question, which of course means you lose and win. Which of course means you lose and win. Absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. On the line.
We do indeed. We should have Sonia Hartley. Are you there, Sonia? Are you there, Sonia?
Jamie, of course I am. Of course I am, Jamie, darling.
Sonia. Thank you for being here, Sonia.
Tommy, what? You are Tommy.
Let me guess, you went to theatre, don't you? Let me guess, theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? Was it the glamour? What gave it away? Was it the glamour?
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Tell us about yourself, Sonia. Tell us about yourself, Sonia.
If you must play this game, you must play this game. I represent the theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman, Samuel Coffee Cup, and Jodie Carpetburn.
And how's the lockdown affected you, Sonia? How it affected you, Sonia?
They may have closed studios and boarded the cinemas, but they won't get me that easily.
How are you managing
Due to
without
a
any
savvy
work?
clause in all of my artist contracts, I am able to claim my 15% from their unemployment benefit.
That certainly is. Wow,
Standard stuff.
Where are you speaking to us? Where are you
I
speaking
work
to
from
us
home,
from?
to keep costs
work
down.
from home,
And
to keep costs
who's this?
down. And who's this?
When they gave the order, I was actually mid-meeting with a client, so we've been isolated together.
Fucking no way!
What the fucking fuck?
Way. Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I just tell you how
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy? Actually, Jeff, we're about to play, Tommy.
We've got time.
If it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
No, it's not too bold.
I'd love to show you some of my stuff. I'd love to show you some of my stuff. I've been working on some new...
Well, at least you're already aware.
During workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger children.
People still let you know their children, do they?
Yeah, that's
People still
right.
let you know
Yeah,
their children, do they?
I've been developing some shows for younger children.
We'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Gerbil? We'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Gerbil?
Dying to. Absolutely
Right,
to.
so, what do kids
Timely transport payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers. Shallow and overproduced musical.
That's right. So I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you understand?
Yes, I think so. I think.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you? Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
The first one we've been working on is called Mortgage. The King of the Jungle's Mortgage who's having problems with his interest. It's about a lion who's having problems with his interest rate.
Does he have a broker?
He does.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does. Yes. He's a porcupine.
How did you know that? Well, your work is universal, darling. Well, your work is universal, darling.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Oh, yes.
The
bear. This one tells the tale better. This one tells the tale of Mr. Bear. Now, Mr. Bear, because all of the other bears don't think that it'll amount to much, and they tell him that his plays are lazy and derivative.
Now, Mr. Bear Mr. Bear is a tragic figure. Picture this. He's at his lowest ebb. The trees are closing in. He can't even face his salmon. Then he meets someone that will change his life forever.
Gripping.
That's right.
Gripping.
That's right. He meets a wise octopus who takes him under his wing and says, "No, Mr. Bear, don't be sad. You're not like all the other bears. You have this ambition and these dreams."
I think I love you, Jeff.
Says the octopus. Probably doing an 8-arm gesture or something.
You need to do to find happiness in this crazy old forest is you need to set yourself more realistic goals. It's called Mr. Bear lowers his expectations.
You really have taken yourself to new depth. What do you want children to take away from this? What do you want children to take away from?
Fuck shit.
What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
It's Jeffrey.
Jamboree.
My name is Jeffrey Donington. My name is Jeffrey Donington.
Donington. No, stop. How does it end? We need to know how it ends.
All the animals learn a thing or two about inevitable mediocrity.
And Mr. Bear settles down near to make his band cave, and he goes trying to make his band happen, and he goes into bear telemarketing.
Bear maths teacher. Becomes a bear math.
And we end on a big musical on a big musical number. It's very repetitive, so it's catchy, very repetitive, so it's catchy, but not too challenging. I could go and get my boombox. If you like, I could go and get my boombox.
Hang on. Can we get Angie back? I'm not the end. Hang on. Can we get
The more
Angie
the
back?
merrier, as they say at orgies. The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody saw coming. It's the world premiere that nobody saw coming. Lights! Or wanted. I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to... I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to... Endure.
You turn the shitting thing up.
Endure.
Shitting thing up. Well, there's all sorts of creatures. Well, there's all down on dangly doodle farm. Down on dangly doodle farm. Like wise old Mr. Ross. Like wise old with way too many arms. There's Mr. Pig and Mr. Cat. They're always in good mood. But that's 'cause they don't know they'll soon be sliced up into food. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your dreams go to die. Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver soon. Mr. Porcupine thinks he'll read the news at 9. He'll end up as a janitor who stinks of turpentine. Mr. Tiny Mouse thought he'd own a massive house. Ended up in a bedsit where he can't control the louse. Mr. Horse thought he'd go into professional sports. Now he's an alcoholic and he's on his third divorce. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the place your life becomes an endless questionnaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to die. Lower your expectations. Maybe you could get a job in telecommunications. No matter how you try, you'll never reach the League of Nations. The best you'll get is middle rank in trading operations. So lower your expectations. You'll never win an Oscar, so there's no congratulations. The future that is coming will not meet specifications, and no amount of visualizations will save you from your own deterioration. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's a tramp who thought he'd be a multi-millionaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where self-esteem goes to die. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the disappointment that is waiting everywhere. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your schemes go to die. That's where your dreams go to die. That's where dreams go to die.
Of children's entertainment. But now, let's see how it's really done.
Before we wrap up the news tonight, I just wanted to spend a moment talking to you directly. A final thought, if you will, just for you, Alex. You see, I know you think it's gotten complicated back at the old homestead, but there's something you should know. You like to think you got the family rule, but feelings have cooled, and you're just ridiculed. You think you're even-handed, but there's nobody fooled. You clearly love your daughter more. You like to think you've got it under control. Well, if that was your goal, you better re-roll. Did you have a few too many at the watering hole? You clearly love your daughter more. Now Chris and Sam are broken, 'cause you're too scared of the law. And Charlie's getting angry, locked behind his
We'll be back tomorrow when Jeremy will be wrestling.
He's turned something over the plug, Alex.
Naked. I'm Megan Wolf. Have a treacle night.
I'm Megan Wolf. Have a treat.
What for? Facial sabotage?
Jenny. Problem? I want her fired today, now.
Don't worry, Kath, it'll be all right.
No, it won't be all right, Kath. Pack up your weapons, get mass destruction and get out.
You realise you're beginning to sound like me?
I mean it, Kath.
Stay where you are, Kath. Jenny?
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy, or yours.
It'll be all right. I'll talk to Boxman.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week.
Adrian Atkinson Blimey returns with a new season of Incisors.
Jenny.
And his very first guest is popular parrot Hamilton Squawkbox.
Sorry, Kath, you're gonna
At
have to
11:30, it's a double bill for popular transatlantic comedy That Nun's Got Guns.
Letting it go to your
Before
head.
at 12:30, we reach the
10
national
seconds,
weather
everybody.
report with Sally Tang to close out this evening's entertainment. But first, it's time to hand over to Jeremy, Megan, and all the team at the National Nightly News.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolfe.
And I'm
Good
Jeremy
evening,
Dawes.
I'm
Our
Megan
main
Wolfe.
headlines tonight. And I'm Jeremy
The
Dawes.
establishment
Our main
strikes
headlines
back.
tonight.
The establishment strikes back. The World Council has agreed today to impose punitive sanctions on the
which are
people
broad
of
range.
this country.
The sanctions, which are broad range, oil and gas, include restrictions on the supply of oil and gas, and even some medicines, clothing, and even some medicines. We asked the public. But how should we react?
What are your reaction to the sanctions? What are your reaction to the sanctions?
My mom needs insulin. What's supposed to get a transition? What's supposed to get a transition? What's the government doing about it?
Thanks, Patrick. Fascinating stuff. Thanks, Patrick.
Popular Prime Minister Julia Salisbury has released a reassuringly brave statement in response to the World Council's controversial announcement.
This international declaration is nothing short of outrageous. We are a democratically elected government. With massive popular recognise these sanctions. We do not recognise these sanctions. Other social progressive nations of the world and ignore it.
Holy. Okay, they changed it.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolfe.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Thank you very much for having this segment.
To every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
Next time that this comes on, like, subscribe, and
what a wild
please
ride
like
this
to
is
hear what you see, what you do, and what you like.
Well, that's
Thank you
a
very
very
much.
blunt question.